Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 7, Superman and Lois, and just the Arrowverse as a whole. And this will be my trailer breakdown in regards to the new CWverse trailer that we got just a couple of days ago. It is about the CW DCTV shows, and I also do have a special rant about this as well towards the end of the video. Now, I really want to show you guys this trailer because it's just great. It's so unique. So I will try and play the trailer for you guys during this video. However, if you guys aren't able to see the trailer, obviously it will mean one thing: I had to take it down due to copyright claims. So here we go.
You have failed this city.
All the loss we have suffered, it's important we embrace the miracles too. We're a team.
The staff chose me to get justice.
Was there a crossover? Did we win?
Our goal is to stop crime and violence.
I will not let fear win.
Just run as fast as you can. I'll try to keep up.
I'm an upstanding citizen now. This ends now.
We can all stand up for what's right, no matter what.
Truth and justice always prevail. You ready?
I stay ready.
You are Earth's mightiest heroes.
What if this wasn't the life we were meant to have after Crisis? Your mother's planning a trip.
Clark Kent, back in Smallville.
This family needs Smallville as much as the world needs Superman.
Clark, I need you to get to Metropolis now. It's the boys.
The boys?
Yeah, honey, your sons. Front page news. Does this ever get old?
If it does, I will let you know.
So, assuming you guys were able to see the trailer, you guys would know that this trailer is very interesting, but also there is a specific segment within this trailer that really triggered me, and I will rant about that, as I said, later on in the video. Now, in regards to that comic booky effect that we got for this trailer, it supports the theme of the posters that we got with those comic book backgrounds, which was very, very cool. Now, this isn't that mind-blowing because we've already had this before when they promoted Batwoman during the Elseworlds crossover. They did this comic booky trailer as well, so that's why it's not like, you know, that shocking, but it's still a very good trailer. We also do get some very cool shots of like the Flash and Arrow over here, which was very interesting. However, although this trailer does have promo material for all the Arrowverse shows, this mainly has to do with the new Arrowverse show coming in 2021, that being Superman and Lois. It was just very unique to the ones we normally get, like the other trailers. Like, you know, that different feeling is just very, very cool. And as I said before, I love the comic book style that they added to this, and I also like how they added Stargirl, part of the Arrowverse, as well for this trailer. So I'll talk about the Superman and Lois stuff, and then I will move on to my CWverse rant towards the end of the video. Now, there are a couple of old shots in regards to the Superman trailer, and that is obviously the case because they weren't able to film anything yet, and they just wanted to give us some promo material. Now, although they haven't filmed anything yet, most of the Arrowverse cast for the other DCTV shows are slowly moving to Vancouver to obviously start filming, so that is some good news. Now, although there's nothing visually we get like that's new, we do actually have some newly recorded voiceovers in this portion of the trailer between Clark Kent and, I believe so, Lana Lang, where we hear Lana say Clark Kent back in Smallville, and we have Clark obviously talking about his move to Smallville and him talking about being Superman. So we obviously know Superman and Lois will be a TV show in regards to Clark Kent and his family moving back to Smallville to raise their kids, Jonathan and Jordan Kent. And Lois Lane will still be working in the Daily Planet. So we will be having these two separate stories in each episode that we will get for this show. So one obviously dedicated to Clark Kent and the other dedicated to Lois Lane. And you could say a third segment dedicated for the children as well if you want to. So Clark is basically fired from the Daily Planet, which makes him move to Smallville with his kids and obviously can focus more on being Superman as well, which is really cool. Now in regards to one of the kids, one of them is called Jonathan Kent, and he's the athlete, and he was the one who enhanced the Kryptonian powers from his father. So we'll see Jonathan dealing with that, I'm guessing, since he is that, you know, physical athlete. So we could potentially see him become Superboy soon. Now Jordan Kent, on the other hand, is quite different. He's this antisocial kid who loves gaming. He doesn't have his father's Kryptonian powers. So either for him it will like self-develop or something, or he will just be human. But I'm very interested to see how that goes. Now in regards to this show, we will be having two main villains, one being Maxwell Lord, I believe, for Lois Lane. That will obviously challenge her in her journalism arc. But for Clark Kent, the antagonist for that will be the Stranger, or Captain Luthor, which is basically this lost multiverse version of Lex Luthor, which is very interesting. He's played by Hole Parks. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Now I'm very excited for this show. However, the only reason I'm a bit apprehensive about this is the fact that Todd Helbing is the showrunner for this show, and the seasons he did for The Flash, they were really weak. There were those weaker seasons of The Flash. But despite that, I'm very excited for Superman and Lois. Now we will obviously get more information in regards to Superman and Lois and the other DC TV shows during the second part of DC Fandome, which is obviously during the 12th of September, which is very exciting. So we will get the full 40-minute panels for all of the DC TV shows, as from the first DC Fandome, the Flash panel over there was 15 minutes, and it was very condensed. And now for this part 2 dedicated to only DC TV shows, we will be getting the full 40-minute panel. So we'll get some more teasers in regards to like the Flash and other DC TV shows as well, which I cannot wait to cover. And during this DC Fandome, we could also get a potential concept art for the new Batwoman suit for Javicia Leslie, and also a potential new Superman concept art suit as well, as this suit, it's not the best. However, there is one portion within this trailer that I really have a problem with, and I think everyone knows what that is. The CWverse. What the heck? So many people, including myself, were really shocked that the CW are trying to change the Arrowverse into the CWverse. Now Mark Guggenheim does also join into this as well, as on Twitter he also mentions that he was disappointed of the fact that the CW are trying to change the Arrowverse into the CWverse. Now, just a quick statement, they did make the Arrowverse title official way back when they were promoting Vixen Season 1. Mark Guggenheim referred it to as the Arrowverse, and Andrew Kreisberg confirmed that the Arrowverse is the title they use for the DC TV shows. So it's not just only a fan name that was created. Now, this isn't really new. They've tried doing this before, but I believe this is like the first time it's really been promoted like this on a trailer. It's quite disturbing. Although it's just a name, it's quite disturbing. For branding, obviously it supports them and stuff, but for us fans, it is quite disturbing. For me at least, I will never call it the CWverse. It will always be the Arrowverse for me. The CWverse just doesn't sound right, and when you talk about it, most importantly, when you refer to as the CWverse, that would mean that it's not just the Arrowverse DC TV shows that they're including, but the entire CW TV shows. So either way, calling it the CWverse just doesn't make any sense. Not just that, but that is kind of disrespect to Arrow in a way as well. The show that literally started all of the DCTV shows that we're seeing right now, and none of the Arrowverse shows would have happened if it weren't for the success of Arrow. Even during Crisis on Infinite Earths, Oliver literally created an entire multiverse when he faced off the Anti-Monitor. So with all that being said, it should forever be called the Arrowverse, never the CWverse. Not just that, but Stephen Amell does also join into this argument as well, and he tweets saying it's the Berlantiverse. Now that, on the other hand, unlike CWverse, does kind of make sense because Greg Berlanti is the one behind all of these DC TV shows. So for me, I'd call it the Arrowverse, but I honestly wouldn't mind calling it the Berlantiverse either. But the CWverse, that's not happening. I'm not going to call it the CWverse. Now, I know it's not like, that big of a deal. Like, we shouldn't get like that triggered about it because it's just a name. But I don't know. It's just pretty disturbing for me, at least. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about the Arrowverse now being changed to the CWverse, and how excited you guys are for Superman and Lois. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in my next video.